in a move that could solidify GOP's power in state for years to come. North Carolina Republicans adopted new congressional and state legislative maps on Wednesday that could flip 3 or 4 U.S. House seats and ease way for party to retain veto-proof majorities. On state legislation, ArrowRight Critics map say it weakens democracy by limiting the power of black and brown voters and turning districts into GOP strongholds that limit influence Democratic voters. North Carolina is now one of most egregiously gerrymandered states in the country, said Eric Holder, former U.S. Attorney General and current chairman of National Democratic Redistricting Committee. Supporters say they are allowed to draw maps that favor political parties because of recent court precedent, and that Republicans have the authority to do so because they won more seats in both chambers. The chickens are coming home to roost for Democrats, said Paul Shumaker, a senior Republican consultant in North Carolina. Republicans' redistricting of North Carolina is party's latest attempt to redefine congressional voting districts across the country as cases across South, including Alabama and South Carolina, face legal challenges. The newly enacted districts come nearly a year after the state Supreme Court flipped the 2022 elections from Democratic control to Republican control, with GOP justices ruling in April that redistricting for partisan gains was constitutional under state law. That decision reversed a decision a year ago by the state's highest court, which struck down the proposed limits for what it deemed illegal partisanship. According to statewide election data, the map includes 10 likely Republican districts, 3 likely Democratic districts and 1 district that looks competitive. North Carolina's 14 congressional seats are split evenly between Democrats and Republicans after an interim map was created following the High Court's decision to strike down the Republican proposed map. The new map would likely hand at least 3 of those seats to the GOP, which would also help give them control of the U.S. House Representatives, where Republicans hold a narrow 221,212 majority. Experts say 3 or 4 seat swings matter even for partisan gerrymanders. This case illustrates how court elections can dramatically change the direction a state and potentially control of the U.S. House Representatives. In an analysis of recent elections in North Carolina, Duke University mathematics professor Jonathan Mattingly, who studies the effects of gerrymandering, found that election results under Republican maps do not reflect voters' changing preferences. Even when Democrats outperform, if public opinion changes enough, the elected official must change, Mattingly said. These maps are unresponsive. For them, elections have no consequences. Andrew Taylor, a professor of political science at North Carolina State University and director of Free and Open Societies Project, said North Carol